Welcome back, fellow card fighters. Did you want to be a piece of shit at your locals? Did you want to be a piece of shit at fucking regional level, but you want to be a fucking DC comic hero? Say less. Because today we're going to do a deck profile on Batman. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Let's get started. Alright, so for the right line. Nah, I'm not doing that for a fucking whole video. For the right line, we're running grade 1, grade 0, grade 1, grade 2 Ava, and then Batman, or Eledglema. I'm just gonna call it Batman for all extensive purposes. Grade 0 has no special skill, but grade 1, when rolled upon the grade 0 Ava, you search your deck up to 1 research order. Grade 2 does the same thing, as long as you write on top of the grade 1 Ava, you search your deck for a research order. Grade 3 is a piece of shit, but upon writing into this unit, when this unit hits the Vanguard circle, you look at the top, reveal, keyword reveal. There's a difference between look and reveal. Look, that means you don't have to show it to your opponent. Reveal, keyword, means that you have to show it to both players. So that way the opponent knows, or if you're the opponent, you know what the top 5 cards are. Anyways, reveal the top 5 cards of the deck, put all set orders among them into the order zone, and then shuffle the deck. If you see 1, then you put the 1. If you see all 5, congratulations, you're a piece of shit. But anyways, that skill is not as bad. The second skill is what makes this deck fucking toxic as fuck. At the end of the battle this unit attack, choose any number of set orders from your order zone. If you choose 3 or more cards with different card names, choose one of your rear guards and restand it. And if you chose 5 or more cards with different card names, restand this unit. And this unit gains plus 10,000 minus 2 drive until end of the turn. Return all the cards chosen by the order chosen from the order zone by this ability from your deck and reshuffle it. So the short version of it all is, if unit attacked first with the rear guard, and then you attack with the Vanguard, if you choose 5 or more, usually just choose 5, you get to not only restand the fucking rear guard, but you also restand the Vanguard. Yes, it loses a drive check, but if you drive check the fucking crit, that is a fucking, you don't need extra drive checks. You're just gonna keep hitting high numbers. Mind you, that's not even grade restricted. So your opponent could be a grade 2, and you could be just putting him on the sneakle chair and clap the cheeks. Like, they can't do anything. They're fucked. You can clearly tell how much I fucking hate this deck. Alright, let's get started with the grade 3 of the deck. Mind you, this is arguably the smallest grade 3 fucking ratio I've ever seen in Vanguard, from my personal experience. Fucking 2 Batmans and 2 fucking Ava orders. We already talked about it, but Persona Ride, you get to look for top 5 also, and then you still get to do your shenanigans, and you get fucking unga bunga numbers. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Then we run 2 copies of Ava order. So this one is kind of interesting. You can only play this order if your Vanguard is a glitter with Ava in his card name. So you might be wondering, Klaus, how the fuck do you put this order in there? Well, the fucking Batman skill will do it, and there are other cards that let you put an order, set order mind you, onto the order zone. So that's how you get away with it. So the skill of this order is when this card is put into the order zone, look at top 5 cards of the deck. Choose up to 1 card among them and call it to the rear guard and shuffle the deck. So that's how you build your board and you get your ideal key cards out. Second skill in the order zone. Soul Blast 1, rest 3 research cards in the order zone. Choose one of your glitter units and give it 5k until end of the turn. Last I checked, there's no glitter units, but it's there, I guess, if you do. But yeah, that's the grade 3. There's so much right there. Now the chunky part of the deck is mostly the grade 2s. We run Penguin, fucking from Batman series, the playset of that piece of shit. We run 3 copies of this fucking Abomination, 3 copies of Reestablishment Dock order, 3 copies of the Howling Moonlight fucking set order, 2 copies of Eclipse Moonlight order, 2 copies of Savelet, I think it's called, and 2 copies of Ava order. Alright, let's go over the easy ones real quick. This one, upon play, or you could play by Soul Blasting 1 and play it, you draw a card. And what was it? Yeah, if your order zone has world cards in it, really doesn't matter. That part doesn't matter. Essentially, it goes in a set order, and you get to draw out of it. Fucking this part, You could play the cost of counterblasting 1 to play it, and if you do, you can spawn a Shadow Army token. But there's so many ways to play this without playing that counterblast and getting a Shadow Army. Establishment Dog, upon play, which you can pay the cost by counterblast 1, you draw a card, and while this is in the order zone, your grade 2s can boost. Now let's go over the 2 cards of the Ava order. Play this, when this is in the order zone, draw a card, choose a card from your hand, discard it. If your order zone has 3 or more research cards, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your opponent's rear guard and bind it. So this way you can, I guess, target your opponent's rear guards and board control. So let's go over the monster units of the grade 2 line. For the grade 2, this unit, while in the order zone, you can activate its act skill. If you have a grade 3 or greater with the monster in its card name, you can Soul Blast 2, call this unit to the rear guard circle, and this unit gains 5k until end of the turn. But that one skill is not the greatest, but the second skill is what's good. Second skill, when this unit is placed on a rear guard circle, if your order zone has 2 or more research cards, which you should, choose one of your units without Sentinel in the order zone, and you may put it into your hand. If you put a card into your hand, choose a card from your hand and discard it. Why that's important is because this fucking penguin. So you can loop it with the penguin. Alright, let's go with the penguin. Penguin skill. When this card is discarded from your hand during your turn, so it could be ride line, pay the cost, whatever, you look at top 5 cards of the deck. Keyword look, so you don't have to show it to your opponent. Choose up to 1 set order among them and reveal it and put it to your hand. So yes, you add this to the order zone. Then when this gets called out, you discard this, and then you look at top 5 and add an order. So one way or another, you're gonna have orders in your hand like crazy. Last but not least, the fucking abomination known as this piece of shit. So when this unit attacks, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with the Batman name, and it's if your order zone has 3 or more different set orders, which you should, then you can counterblast Energy Blast 3 and draw a card. Then this unit gains 10k until end of the turn. If your order zone has 5 or more different set orders, this also gains an extra crit. Mind you, when I read that thing, there was no mentioning about your opponent's grade have to be a grade 3 or greater. So they could be a grade 2. You go first. You can attack. You're gonna have at least 6 energies, so you can use it at least twice. Attack, counterblast, Energy Blast 3, draw a card, get 10k, get fucking extra crit, and then you chain it up with fucking Batman by attacking with Batman. Then, with Batman skill, send 5 or 3 or 5. If you put 3, only the rear guard stand. But ideally, you will have at least 5 different orders that will go into the deck. By doing so, this piece of shit restands, Batman restands. Then, when this unit attack, it's not once per turn. Mind you, there's nothing about that. That means if I have another counterblast and 3 energy to spare, I can pay that fucking cost, stack it on top. So it's another 10k and another extra crit. Then Vanguard attacks. Now Vanguard attacks, if I still have 5 research cards, or even 3, if it's just 3 again, just restand the rear guard. But if I have 5, I get to restand this piece of shit and my Vanguard once again. Then attack, then attack. So yeah, good luck with that one. Now we're gonna go over the grade 1s. It's gonna be surprising, I know, but it's weird. We're gonna run a playset of the fucking main issue of this fucking deck. This piece of shit. It's a common, mind you. Like, what the fuck? 3 copies of the Torrential Energy Research, 2 copies of the Mobile Kennel, and then 2 copies of the Sisters of Cleaning.
What are you
Sisters of Cleaning is just there because while this card's in the order zone, all of your front row unit gains plus 2k. So I like to have it both, so it has that weird number. I get 4k in the front row for no reason if I have both on the order zone. This card, it's mainly used in Welstra, but you can use it in the stack too. When this card is put in from hand or order zone into the drop zone during your turn, you may put this card into the order zone or into your soul. So that's kind of cool. Second skill, I mean, we can, but we're not going to be able to use it, so there's no point in going over it. Torrential Energy. When this order is put into the order zone, reveal top 5 cards. Keyword reveal, so you show both players of the deck. Choose up to 2 cards with monster in its card name, which if not all of your monsters in this deck is monsters, and put one of them into your hand, put one of them into your drop, and shuffle the deck. This way, you get to search for your grade 2, and you're able to, I guess, fish out your penguin and put into the drop zone. Now, you might be wondering, why do I want to put the penguin in the drop zone? There's a whole, like, fucking discard skill for whatever. Well, Torrential Energy's second skill is what makes it kind of important that you put it into the drop zone. So, second skill, act ability. While this card is in the order zone, you rest this card. Choose a card with a monster card in its name from the drop and put it into your order zone. So, yes, that means you use this, tap it, fetch out the penguin, put it into the order zone. Then, if you have the grade 2 of this card from your hand or from your order zone, once you call it, then you can target the penguin and then do the shenanigans. So that's why Torrential Energy is really good. Not only does it build your board, but it also sets you up for later on for your combos. Alright, let's go over this piece of shit. This fucking common card is what makes the deck really good and makes it consistent as possible. So, this card has an X skill. If you have a grade 3 or a greater Vanguard with the Batman name, then you can retire this unit, reveal 3 or more different set of orders from the hand, and put all the set orders from the hand to the order zone. If you put reveal cards, you draw a card. Let's say as long as you have 5 different set orders, set names, you more than likely have at least 3 or more. Then if you have it all, you just dump it all. That sets your board up like crazy. You get the condition required met for the fucking Batman for the turn. Then you can chain it off with that fucking grade 2 piece of shit that I showed you earlier. And you're just gonna bum rush the opponent. You're gonna attack at least twice with the Vanguard and twice with the grade 2. And then once at least with the Shadow Army. At the least. So that's what makes that fucking deck really crazy. Alright, let's finish it off with the trigger line. We run 1 of the Brent Gate over trigger because it's busted as fuck. It will double your power, double the number of crit, all the front units. You run 7 copies of crits, and then I run 4 copies of the front with the defensive, and then I run 4 basic heals. 4 basic heals for the the guard value, and then 4 copies of this because you don't run PGs in the deck, so this kind of guard value actually matters. And 7 crits, it's there because you're already going to hit high number rear guards with installed crits on it. So that's why I want the fronts instead of more crits in terms of the 4-7 ratio. Alright, well that's about it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider hitting the like, subscribe, and comment below. In the comments, I guess, tell me if you like this deck or if you fucking hate this deck. I hate it with the burning passion. I have it. I used it just for practice a couple times. But it feels disgusting, and honestly, when I play against it, if I play with Jet, I'm not worried about it. But if I play with other decks, 9 out of 10 times, it's just a boring deck. Like, your opponent's playing fucking, I don't know, like Solitaire, and you're just watching them fucking clown around. Like, fuck. I feel like I'm in the Sneeko chair, and I don't want to be in that Sneeko chair. Alright, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Peace!